from games, movies, and shows like Greedfall 2, Borderlands, The Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power, and so much more. But first, because you're cool enough to show up early, well, we've got a bunch of brand spanking new game trailers to show off while you're waiting for the main event. Welcome to the official IGN Live pre-show. Let's drop it.
I'm Jack Bennett, I'm one of the co-founders and designers at Oddbug Studio, and we're currently working on Tales of Iron 2, Whiskers of Winter. We always planned for Tales of Iron to be a saga, so Tales of Iron 1 was just the first chapter in that story, and we've gone with Tales of Iron 2 to expand that world and show more of the Raddom. With Tales of Iron 2, we've really tried to expand the universe, add in new cultures and races, such as bats, hedgehogs, catfish, owls, and more. The really exciting thing about all these cultures is they come together to develop a fellowship to fight the Darkwings. So with new cultures and new races added to the game, we've really tried to expand the unique biomes available for the player to explore. The game takes place in the Northern Wastes, a much more snowy, desolate area, which led to us having a much more imposing, Viking-esque character in Arlo, who is son of the late Warden of the North. Similar to the original, the new game starts with a dramatic death, plunging Arlo into combat with the Darkwings, an ancient enemy that have re-emerged within the Raddom. Whether he's ready or not, the dangers the Darkwings pose are even steeper this time. Luckily, our hero Arlo comes with his own set of new skills, such as dangerous elemental attacks and deadly traps. Even if you haven't played the first game, you can still enjoy the story of Tales of Iron 2 as a standalone sequel. Alongside the main quest, we've also introduced monster hunting. So the player will have to track down giant beasts that plague the land and defeat them in combat. In return, the player will receive rare crafting materials that they can use to upgrade their equipment as well as craft new, powerful weapons and armor. Tales of Iron 2, Whiskers of Winter is available later this year on PC, PlayStation, Xbox and Nintendo Switch, and is available to wishlist now.
If we're gonna make it back to Detroit, I'm gonna need your help.
I keep it going like
Try to keep up.
I keep it going, now bringing me down. I keep on flowing like I live in the now. Like a river, I be dripping in style. I'm running wild now, I'm on the way in your way, cause I took a different route. Say it loud, I say it proud, I'm never gonna quit. Too legit, need no assist, I'm always in a mix. Ain't never seen anything quite like this.
Hey, get up, get up, get up.
I will only ask once, boys. Give me the crown.
We back.
Hold on, what's all this about then?
Ooh, come on, come on, come on! Oh, hey. Will you behave? Crikey, look at the size of this lad's marrow. And he's got a huge cut.
So, do you come here often?
Lad! You better get yourself in here now!
Are you here to give me a hand with the tatties?
Poor cow. Chimneys usually perk her up, though.
Oh, my big butt.
Great job!
Well, what are you wearing? Green dungarees and a flat cap? You're not going to believe this.
You just gotta look at some awesome looking indie games that'll be dropping in the not too distant future, right here on iGen Live's pre-show. Now, the iGen Live 3-day main event will be kicking off in a matter of minutes, so don't go anywhere. And as a reward for your patience, here are some more awesome new video game trailers. Enjoy.
Hi there, IGN. My name is Dante and I've been very hands-on with creating my latest game. Let me introduce you to my passion project, Deck of Souls.
La historia olvida las palabras, pero atiende a la magia de las obras. ¿Cómo podremos creer en nosotros mismos si comenzamos negando nuestras raíces? Como si nada valiese el esfuerzo de los siglos que se han acumulado en este suelo. Y así, hemos pasado el siglo, de caudillaje en caudillaje, gobernados por la violencia y corrompidos por la codicia. Por nosotros pasó una flama sagrada en estos años, que representa el mayor esfuerzo que haya realizado el país por su cultura en toda su historia.
it's almost time for iGen Live to kick off officially, where we'll be showing off some never-before-seen content from some huge upcoming games, plus some exclusive inside looks at some of this year's biggest shows and movies, like Hitman and Tales of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I didn't even know they had Tales. That's all happening very soon, believe it or not. But first, even more brand new video game trailers. Let's roll it.
I'm the creative director for Demon School, an upcoming RPG with tactical battles. Today I want to show you some of our boss gimmicks. This giant skeleton is one of the first bosses you'll encounter. You have to avoid their finger attacks, which can kill you instantly, and their punch attacks, which do 2 damage. Our HP and attack numbers are very low, so you've got to watch out for everything. Hit all the fingers the skeleton left behind, and their weak point will be exposed. There it is. Hit their third eye to do damage, and the cycle begins anew. You can push or pull smaller enemies into the path of the giant skeleton's attacks, letting the boss take them out for you. This boss is held in check by a circular seal. This makes movement weird but interesting. Hit the tongues after they emerge. If you can manage to hit them all, you deal an extra point of damage. Watch out for the center ring. The boss is constantly breaking the seal, which will cause instant death. They will also try to push you off the edge. Actually, so will these guys. There will be times you think you can't hit everything. The character's special attacks can sometimes allow you to achieve the unachievable. We have 10 or so bosses for you to experience, each with their own gimmicks, and of course, plenty of standard tactical battles surrounded by an extensive story. We hope you enjoy it!
In an age forgotten, ancient, tyrannical manifestations of nature itself held the world stagnant. A lone witch stood in defiance against their might. She brandished the forbidden flame. Feared by all, her destructive fire magics left naught but ash and cinders in her wake. Plagued by sleep and unable to remember her true purpose, the forest came to call her the Witch of Oblivion.
Welcome back to the IGN Live Friday Expo, a kick-ass showcase of some amazing new games, movies, and shows just for you. Up next is the world premiere of Demon Spore and Chainstaff from our friends over at Null Games. And fun fact, you can play both of these games at IGN Live right now. But enough talk, show me the games!
Biohazard threat detected.
Sergeant Verlet is a walking corpse, but that parasite turned him into an ungodly weapon. And I'll be damned if we don't use him against our enemies.
Hey, I'm sitting right here.
How do you feel, son?
Like I got a big alien bug on my head, sir.
Then buckle up, soldier. Your mission is to bring pain to these monstrosities, these abominations. You will take the enemy head-on, deep in their territory, using their weapon against them to deliver one simple, bloody message. Earth is off limits.
All right, well, that just about wraps up the IGN Live pre-show. Thank you all so much for showing up early. Now, all of us here at IGN hope you enjoyed those trailers we just showed off. And if you saw something you were really excited for, please pre-order it on your favorite platform. Wishlist it on Steam, show the developers some love on social media, and email screenshots of each game to your grandparents. Who knows? Maybe they'll love it too. And now, the moment we've all been waiting for. It's time for the fun to really start. IGN Live officially begins right now.
Hello and welcome to our IGN Live pre-show presentation. IGN Live is just moments away. It's our big event in downtown Los Angeles featuring live tapings of IGN shows, panels featuring the biggest upcoming games, movies and shows, and so much more. But looking for you, all at home, we're streaming it all live right here in just a bit. I'm Damon Hatfield, and here to help me set the stage for everything coming up are IGN's Stella Chung, Jada Griffin, and Akeem Lwanson. What's up, everybody?
Hey, Damon.
Hey, how's it going? Let's get this thing kicked off.
Let's do it.
Now, IGN Live really kicks off the entire summer gaming event season. Last week was the PlayStation State of Play. This weekend we've got the Xbox Showcase. Next week is Ubisoft Forward. So for the next 30 minutes, we'll be previewing all the big games we expect to see over the next several weeks. But first, let's begin with a quick recap of Sony's State of Play. The big one for me was Astrobot. It's an all-new 3D platformer, much bigger than its first two outings, 6 galaxies, over 80 levels, and best of all, it's out later this summer on September 6th. Jada, what was the State of Play highlight for you?
I talked about it on our Beyond post show after the State of Play, but Monster Hunter Wilds, baby.
Yeah.
Like, that is my game. I cannot wait for 2025. I'm going to throw hundreds and hundreds of hours into hunting all those monsters and beasts and dragons and everything. I cannot wait. There's tons of new mechanics. Looks like there's some new weapon swapping mechanics. There's a lot of cool stuff. I cannot wait for Monster Hunter Wilds.
Stella, you were mentioning before our taping here, you're also a Monster Hunter fan?
I am. I couldn't get into Rise, but I was really into World, and this seems to be a return to that form, so I'm very excited. Also, Jada, how many new outfit combos do you think we're gonna get?
Oh, I mean, Fashion Hunter is the name of the game once you finish the campaign. So being able to mix and match your different armors and your layered armor and then color them the different ways. I'm gonna go with if I had to pick a number right now, I'm gonna say we're gonna get at least like 15 new.
At least.
I think
Okay.
at least 15 new styles. We've seen 2 new monsters already. The Chatacabra and the Dilthiodon, I believe, are the 2 new monsters. So that's already 2 creatures and 2 new armor
That's
sets we're
true.
getting. So I think Capcom has a lot still to show us, and I can't wait to see more. And I hope we get more during this summer of gaming.
Yeah, and also we were talking about the Palicos.
The Palicos can speak now. They speak human languages, which is just great. Like normally they were, just meow, and I was like, which is great, but like now we get to hear them.
They've evolved.
They've evolved.
They have. I'm so excited. They're the best part of the game for me. And like, I don't care about my fashion. I care about their fashion.
Their fashion is very important.
So important. Also, they get the better outfits anyway. So yeah.
They're also very adorable. I would say, so I have 2 highlights, Damon.
Okay.
We kind of like glossed over it a little bit, but I would have to say, Astrobot definitely was a highlight, but I feel like I might have been conditioned into thinking that it was a highlight just because it was the last thing that was shown. It was the last thing that was shown because I had time to sleep on it, and I've thought about it. I was like, you know what? I think the reason that everyone liked it as much as they did, all the hype on the internet, was not because this is a beautiful looking game. I think it's just the fact that Astrobot, the glow up. It's the glow up. I mean, like he started from the bottom. He was in the Playroom VR with a preloaded game, and now he's all the way up here in a full-fledged game, all of his own. He's like Drake when he left Degrassi, got out of that wheelchair, grew a beard, and became one of the greatest of all time rappers. Yeah.
I wouldn't say he's greatest of all time now, but
I mean, hey, look, his Mount Rushmore is him, himself, and the other 2.
Yeah, all right.
Still him. Anyway,
Still him, just with different outfits.
He is him. Yes, exactly. But yeah, no, this game is beautiful. I'm definitely looking forward to it. Can't come anytime sooner than this fall. Actually, it could technically, but no. We talked about this last week, though. My game that I loved to see more of was Silent Hill 2, the remake. We got a look at the gameplay. Which there was leaked footage last year of it. Now we got a transmission on top of that, which went into further detail of the on the gameplay. So yeah, that was a highlight for me for sure. Just getting to see more of Mr. Sunderland in Silent Hill.
Got a release date on that one too.
Yes, October 8th.
Yeah,
spooky season.
Yes,
good time.
That's exciting. Like honestly, like that's gonna be the game I'm gonna be playing for 31 days. No, wait a minute. It's October 8th.
You can play it into November. That's fair. Yeah, it's okay. You can play the game outside of October.
I'm going to stop on the 31st. Okay? I'm going to stop on the 31st.
So 23 days of play. That's it for you.
There you go. Yes.
All right.
Stella, I know you're a big fan of competitive shooters, and Sony had a couple of those.
Yeah, Marvel Rivals. I didn't get into the closed beta, so I was really sad, but it looks really fun. I mean, I was super into Overwatch when it came out, so it seems like it's going to be rehashing that. But also, since I play a lot of the shooters on PC, I'm very excited for people to play God of War Ragnarok on PC, which we got that announcement. And also, the biggest one is Until Dawn, because it's going to get remade. Yeah. It's going to be remastered for PS5 and PC, which is great because I played all of the other, the Man of Medan anthology series, but I wanted this because by far, this is their best game in the whole series, right? Like that launched that anthology thing. And I've been wanting to play this with my friend who lives like several states away. And I'm so excited for this because I remember first playing this and my heart was racing so fast. And I genuinely loved it. It's very campy horror, like B-horror movie vibes. And I love it. I'm so excited that it's coming to PC so more people can experience it. And also remastered for PS5.
Now, I think it's interesting here. There's one omission on here that you didn't put on. Concord, speaking of Overwatch, Concord didn't do anything for you?
It did, but I think I'm going to be able to preview it, so I didn't want to make any expectations right away, right? Okay. So, but it does look really fun.
I'm looking forward to Concord. I think it looks fantastic. I love the cast of characters. I do wish there was I know we're getting those weekly story cutscenes that we're supposed to get, those vignettes, but I would have also liked some type of single player element, and I've seen that in various community chat and stuff like, oh, this is really cool. But I really want a single player where I can just experience the story. Yeah. So, but we'll see how it pans out. There's a lot of multiplayer games are trying to add this story layer to their multiplayer play sessions. Like I think Exoprimal did it last year, where like you got story bits after you played enough multiplayer sessions, and then it eventually evolved and gave you new mission types and such. So who knows what Concord is going to do with like that?
I'm saying Titanfall 1 was ahead of its time.
I agree.
If it launched now, it would do great. I am so upset that people slept on that because, you know, there were multiplayer missions. I understand it. It was a multiplayer campaign, but please just go back and play it. It's great.
I think they'll play Titanfall 2 because that's even better.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry, I had to...
Maybe they should just do Titanfall 3.
They should do Titanfall 3.
They should.
Another one we should hit on is Ballad of Antara.
Yes, that one is gorgeous.
Yeah.
Like graphically, just really, I think that was the one that really, outside of Monster Hunter Wilds, just really took me back. And I was like, wow, I just can't wait to be in this world and explore it and take a bunch of pictures on my PlayStation because I love just getting there and using photo mode. So I don't know if there is a photo mode yet, but I hope there is one because that looks gorgeous.
You gotta defend that poor child strapped to your back.
That's where there's gonna be so many great pictures.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Hopefully in the photo mode, the child can be like, yes.
I hope they've done that with a lot of titles on PlayStation where you're able to animate the other characters and give them different facial expressions and such. So that would be great.
So that was the big PlayStation State of Play for the summer. How would we rate it? How was the overall show? And does it get us excited to play our PS5s for the rest of the year?
For the rest of the year, no.
Oh,
because
my
a lot of
goodness.
these are a lot of the ones I'm mostly looking forward to are 2025.
Monster Hunter is, yeah.
So like 2025, like there's some good ones. Like I said, Concord, I'm gonna play. I'll probably end up playing
Concord, Astrobot, Silent Hill, at least.
And I think and a couple other ones I think that are slated. I think did we get a date for Behemoth, the VR one?
I don't think although that looks very cool.
That one looked really cool.
Yeah. So I had some time to sleep and think on the State of Play. There were some bangers there. Behemoth was definitely up there for me. I honestly wish we got more than just 2 PSVR 2 announcements. We got the Alien, I forget
Rogue Incursion.
Yeah, Rogue Incursion, and we got Behemoth, which looks amazing. It looks phenomenal. But I wanted more. I want more from PSVR 2.
I mean, that's what we've been saying all year on Beyond is we want more from PSVR 2 on a weekly basis.
On our podcast. Yes, absolutely. But yeah, definitely looking forward to this. There's some titles there that I think will keep me coming back to my PS5 throughout this summer and throughout the year, I would say.
All right, well, moving on from PlayStation, one of the biggest showcases of the summer is absolutely the Xbox Game Showcase that's happening on Sunday. We've got extensive coverage happening live from our stage, including looks at brand new games. Even Phil Spencer himself is going to be right there on our stage. But beyond that, we can only speculate as to what games they'll be revealing at their show. I, for one, am excited to see what this new Doom is. Doom, the Dark Ages is the rumor. It's a medieval times Doom. I don't know if you're all aware, but there actually weren't that many guns in medieval times. So I don't know what Doom Guy's gonna be.
Are you sure?
I don't know what Doom Guy's gonna be doing.
Man, I think there's plenty. They definitely had miniguns, right?
Yeah, like
I guess
wooden guns?
What? I don't think so.
Like miniguns, they were like little, very little.
Oh my God.
Maybe like
rocks,
slingshots, or
There you go. Yeah.
crossbows. What's the name of the big crossbow? The
ballista.
Ballistic. Yeah. Maybe you could be using that. He's got to rip and tear with something.
I wouldn't hate that.
Yeah, I don't know.
You could get creative with it.
Get some like portable trebuchets.
Still, are you hoping to see Doom: The Dark Ages at Xbox Showcase?
Honestly, I mean, I'm a big fan of Dark Souls and that sort of setting, so this would be perfect. Also, I just started playing Doom Eternal, so this would be great for me. It's great timing, right? Though I do have to say, I forgot that I got the Prime Gaming bundle where he's the unicorn skin.
Oh, wow.
So it is really funny. But yeah, I'm very excited to see the next Doom title, especially since I'm enjoying it now, so I can go straight into it. Very excited for that. Yeah, and Doom Guy is my husband. So
oh my goodness.
Very excited to see him again.
Congratulations. What are you looking for in Black Ops 6? We know they're going to get its own little showcase after the Xbox One.
Yeah, I am very excited to see how this new rendition of Black Ops is going to turn out. I always preferred Black Ops over Modern Warfare. Yeah, right. Yeah. So very excited to see how that story is going to pan out. I'm also very interested to see all the new multiplayer maps and zombies, of course, trying to see how they're going to change up the formula this time or if they're going to go back to the classic formula, which would be great because I love that. And I have so many memories of my friends and I just kind of running in circles around one map, which is the best part.
coming into Game Pass this year too. So that's a really big deal.
Day one is kind of crazy. I did not expect that.
I didn't either. I didn't think they were ready to do that just yet, but
yeah, but good for them. Hopefully that works out. Maybe we'll get some deals with Battle Pass purchases if we have Game Pass. You know, maybe we get a little discount. That'd be fantastic.
Would make sense. Jada, what are you looking forward to from the Xbox Showcase?
I want to see more of 33 Immortals.
Remind us which one that is.
33 Immortals, it's the roguelike where you team up with 32 other players as a soul, and you are judged by God, and you're going to get vengeance, and you get like all these different sins, and you meet these different sins and virtues to upgrade you. And I haven't played it yet. I know they just had a closed beta that ended towards the beginning of June, but I'm looking forward to getting my chance to play this one because it looks great. This is also going to come to Game Pass day one. I love roguelikes. I've been playing a ton of Hades 2 all summer, and so like this is something that Hades 2 can't give me, which is that multiplayer aspect of it. So we'll see how it pans out, but it kind of gives me, kind of like miniature raids from like MMO kind of vibes. So
love the art style too.
Yes, it's from Thunder Lotus. They've done tons of games. If you've played Jotun, Sundered, or their most recent one was Spiritfarer. So if you've played any of those and you like them, you're probably going to be 33 Immortals will be right up your alley.
Yeah.
So
and there's Dungeons of Hinterberg.
Dungeons of Hinterberg.
Yes.
I got to play that one during GDC week actually, and that was pretty cool. It's got some like cool Persona social elements. With a dungeon crawling aspect where there's puzzles and combat. And there's some pretty good puzzles. Like they're not really hard, but like when you have to like sit there and kind of like look at it and you're like, oh, it clicks. When it clicks, it's like, okay, that makes sense. But I really enjoyed it. And there's a whole bunch of different people for you to form bonds with, I guess is the best way to put it.
Yeah. I got to interview the developers and it was so funny because they made the premise off of this person who's very burnt out from her normal job. So she decided to go out and try to become a famous monster hunter, which is really funny. And I absolutely adore the art style so much. And there's you can make relationships with other people, you can hang out in camp, and then you can go out and fight for your life, which is very fun.
We just put up a glowing preview about that game. And that one's out in July, so don't have to wait too long on that. Yeah. I believe it was the last Xbox Showcase last summer that they really gave us a good look at Fable.
Yes.
Time to see that again? You think we'll see Fable again?
So. Yeah? I hope so. Like, I would hope to see some gameplay this time. I think there was a little bit of gameplay kind of weaved in. We saw with Hellblade that came out recently. There were where the early trailers was like, is that gameplay? Is that cinematic? And now it's come out and was like, hey, some of that, it was a little bit of A, a little bit of B. So I wouldn't be surprised if Fable was leveraging that technology as well.
Yeah.
Akeem, what do you want from the Xbox Showcase?
Well, I'm a Kojima stan. You already know that. I want some OD. I want to see what Jordan Peele and Kojima have been cooking up as far as this particular game is concerned. Although I'm not necessarily sure if we're going to get it or not, just because,
it feels a little soon.
Yeah, it does. It does. But, there was, I believe it was back in 2022, there was leaked footage of some gameplay, which it looked like it was pretty far along. It was showcasing how it implemented some of Xbox cloud gaming into the gameplay with someone actually playing on their phone. Playing the game on their phone. So I just want to know more about the game. What's the story? Because the trailer that dropped, I believe, last year at the Game Awards didn't necessarily give us much.
Right.
It just showcased...
It gave us this.
Yes, exactly. These meta-human Unreal Engine 5 faces talking to us.
Very creepy.
So yeah, I want to know a little bit more about this game for sure.
Well, all will be revealed on Sunday at the Xbox Showcase. It is time for a quick break. When we come back, we'll look at what Nintendo and Ubisoft have in store, and then we go to downtown LA to kick off our IGN Live special event featuring exclusive game trailers, game demos, a look at the new Borderlands movie, Lord of the Rings, Alien, Rogue Incursion. We've got a lot in store for you today, so stick around.
IGN Live is presented by PlayStation. Days of Play are happening now until June 12th.
IGN Summer of Gaming is back.
Welcome back. I'm Max Scoville, and today's a big one. This is incredible. This is... wow.
Thank you, Destin.
That was great.
This June, IGN is the place for the biggest gaming event.
We are live.
Welcome back to IGN Live from across the industry.
Let's do it.
IGN Store has it all.
From clothes and collectibles to vinyl records, accessories, model kits, and action figures from the biggest and best franchises like The Legend of Zelda, Star Wars, Fallout, Dungeons and Dragons, and more. Whatever your pop culture passion, you're guaranteed to find something you love. There are new and exciting products hitting the store every week, like the Wasteland-ready Fallout Vault 33 hoodie, which pairs perfectly with the working wearable Pip-Boy. Plus, high-quality IGN store exclusives like the powerful and spicy Star Wars Darkside Hot Sauce by Truff. We've even got merchandise for you to rock while tuning in to the IGN shows and podcasts you love. Or cap off a long day by relaxing to the soundtracks of your favorite video games, like Cyberpunk and The Last of Us. And the best part? You don't even need to leave the house to go there. Just head to store.ign.com and start shopping today. The IGN Store. You deserve it.
The Cinefix Top 100. A list so secretive even we don't know what movies are on it or where they rank.
What do you mean you don't know?
Each episode will reveal one of the movies.
Did I rush it? Felt like I rushed. That was good. I liked it.
Talk about why it belongs and finally find out where it ranks.
Are you not entertained?
Are any of the movies we've shown here even on the list? I have no idea, and it drives me crazy. Join us as we find out on Cinefix, IGN, and wherever you get your podcasts.
Why so serious?
Welcome back. We're just a few minutes away from the kickoff of IGN Live going on all weekend long and bringing you new looks at big upcoming games like Assassin's Creed Shadows. And speaking of, Ubisoft's next Forward event is happening Monday, June 10th at noon Pacific. You'll of course be able to watch it right here on IGN, but let's dig into what we expect from Ubisoft this year. I think obviously Assassin's Creed Shadows will be a big focus for them. Jada, what do you think?
I am excited for Assassin's Creed Shadows.
Same.
I loved Odyssey. I loved Origins. Valhalla was a little much for me.
I'm right there with you.
But I love what they're doing with Shadows. I love Naue as a stealth protagonist and just going through and being able to assassinate a bunch of people. That's how I love to play my games. I love being able to sneak up on people, backstab them 100 times. It's overkill, but it doesn't matter. They're dead either way. And so I love that aspect of her character. I really hope that she gets a really cool moment to shine. I feel like a lot of the conversation around Shadows has been focused on Yasuke, which is great. I can't wait to play as him as well. I think he's gonna be a fantastic character. But yeah, this one looks great. I think all of the mechanics and stuff they've been talking about, the swapping between the characters, the fact that the seasons change and that will affect how the environment works. So there's less brush for you to hide in the wintertime, and people huddling around fires for you to sneak up on and stab. It's great. I can't wait to, stab them in the back and throw them in the bonfire.
It's finally happening. People have been asking for Assassin's Creed in Japan for so long.
Yes.
And now it's finally happening. Akeem, does this one look like something you'll be playing? You might be busy around that same time playing Silent Hill 2, maybe.
Probably, yeah. But you know what? I'm definitely going to jump into this game. I mean, like, I wouldn't say I was a huge fan of the Yasuke series that was on Netflix, but it got me interested in the story of the character, of the real life person. So I'm kind of curious to see how like this kind of like interviews like the the history, the historical aspects of the iconic character. Obviously, Assassin's Creed, it's going to have the traditional gameplay, like the stealth, like, you mentioned earlier, Jada, but like, I'm more so interested in the historical aspect of this game. If I have time in October, to break away. But also, like, I know, like, they're going to be focusing a lot on, games, during the Ubisoft Forward. But one of the things that I'm looking forward to, Damon, I have to say, is what their film and television department have to offer. Back in 2020, it was announced that they're actually working on a Netflix series.
Live action
Assassin's Creed. Yeah. They also announced back then as well that they're working on a Siphon Filter anime.
You mean Splinter Cell?
What did I say?
You said Siphon Filter. That's what we talk about on Beyond. But yeah, you mean Splinter Cell.
Yeah.
Splinter Cell, Siphon Filter. That's right.
Yes,
you know what?
it's the other one. Yes.
Siphon Filter, Splinter Cell. I get those two confused all the time. Even when I was a kid, I got them confused. Anyways, yes, Splinter Cell, anime. But we don't know much about either of those two properties just yet. So I'm hoping that we kind of get some information, see where things are. Last year, they lost their showrunner, right?
The writer for
the Assassin's Creed series. He was also the Jeb Stewart, I believe his name was. He was the writer on Die Hard and The Fugitive. Two classic movies that I know Dame's a huge fan of.
I am a huge fan of
that. See?
Because I'm old. Because I'm old, that's why.
No, I passed the friendship test. That's what it is. That's what we're going to go with. So yeah, I'm kind of curious to see what their film and television department are cooking up.
Now, Ubisoft's other big game this year is Star Wars Outlaws.
Yes.
Something I'm super excited for. I know Ubisoft takes some heat for its open world formula. I actually like the Ubisoft open world formula, so you just put that in Star Wars. I'm totally on board. Who's excited for Star Wars Outlaws? Anybody here? You?
Oh yeah. I think, okay, so here's the thing. I never got into Assassin's Creed because you had to be stealthy and you often got punished for going loud, which I love going loud. So for me, I feel like Outlaws is definitely more on my brand of how I like to play things. So I think having the option is really nice, and I am so excited for this. And I said this before when it first was revealed. I'm really glad that we're seeing like a normal person, right? It'd be the main character in the story, as opposed to someone who is like the Force or is the chosen one. And I'm like, we've seen that before. I want something brand new, and I love this. I'm so excited to play this. Also, your little space axolotl is so cute.
What's the thing's name? Do we even know the name? It's got to have a name.
They gave us the name.
Yeah, I forget the name, but I love them and I would die for them.
Yes, I call it adorable. That's what I would call it.
You brought your own little adorable little pet today.
We don't draw attention to it. Okay? Just let it exist.
We don't.
Startles easily.
Yeah.
It can sense fear. Jada, you think you're going to play Outlaws?
Yes, I was a little hard on this one at the start. The early gameplay trailer didn't really do much for me. But once I saw the story trailer they released, like a month or two ago, that really is what got me into it. The story, like Stella was saying, it feels something very similar, but very new that we've gotten in Star Wars. And so I'm very excited to see where the story goes for our character and the other, who's going to make cameos. We're going to see probably a couple cameos here and there from characters. But yeah, I'm excited for this one. I think it's going to be right up my alley. I don't know how much time I'm going to have with it, with also playing Assassin's Creed Shadows, but that's the curse of the Ubisoft games is, where do you spend your time between all their big games?
Well, this one's out first in August.
Yeah.
And then, so you get
a little bit of time.
Yeah, but you'll have to find time for Astrobot and Stalker 2 and maybe Concord and all the other games that are coming out around there.
All types of stuff, yeah.
It's funny that you say that feels familiar, that game. You want to know why I think it feels familiar?
Why?
I don't know. Do you remember Beyond Good and Evil 2?
No one remembers. It's been too long now.
That back in 2017?
It's been too long now.
That was a third-person open-world space game as well.
Yeah, I know.
Where is that? I mean, I'm still Ubisoft looking forward to that. But are they going to give it to us?
It can't make any sense to actually put that game out at this point. It's like the first game was like a cult favorite. The first game was not a big seller. So it's like to bring that back now, and it's been so long, they must have spent so much money on it. They got to just cut their losses.
It's been in development. They've been working on it. They unfortunately lost one of their head developers last year. Their creative director, right? Yeah, unfortunately he passed. And so it obviously it means that there's still work going into it.
Yeah.
But how much compared to their other bigger, I mean, they're dealing with Star Wars and a big Assassin's Creed that everybody's been wanting. So I can't imagine. And obviously Ubisoft has like 20 studios worldwide that split the work between all these games, but we'll see. I don't think it's going to show up, but I would love to see it show up.
It did break the record for the longest development period of a AAA video game, previously held by Duke Nukem Forever.
Oh yeah, well that turned out great. That turned out great.
That came out though, but that came out still.
It did come out.
Right?
It did come out.
Yeah. It did come out.
So there's still hope. There's still hope.
Okay.
Our little axolotl's name was Nyx.
That's right.
It's a cute name.
Nyx.
Adorable is better though.
Yeah, adorable.
Okay, that's Ubisoft. All right, one of the most anticipated events of the summer would be the Nintendo Direct. Not announced yet, but we know it's got to be coming. Excitement has been brewing for years over the wait for a new console. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we've got some breaking news. Right here on our show, we've got an exclusive first look at the latest console from Nintendo. Unbelievable, I know. Check it out.
How many times do I have to tell you?
That was our April Fool's video from this year. I was forced to do that. My boss made me do that. But let's talk about when Nintendo is finally going to announce the Switch 2. Jada, does it happen this summer?
No.
It does not,
It does not happen this summer. They may, like, announcing it, like
just announcing it.
I don't think so. I think we get an announcement January of next year. I think January, February. I think they kick off the new year. I think they try to squeeze one more holiday season out of sales on the Switch, and then they go full steam into Switch 2.
But we don't know really anything coming later in the year after Luigi's Mansion 2 HD, right? It's coming to the Switch?
Off the top of my head.
From Nintendo?
Yeah, off the top of my head, there's nothing major, and I could be wrong, and I'll probably be corrected in the comments. But yeah, I mean, that's kind of like the last big one. They've got a lot of smaller things coming. They had the Nintendo World Direct, or Indie World Direct, where they showed off a bunch of indie stuff that's coming. So there's a lot of cool, smaller things coming to the Switch, and you know, it'll be kind of weird to have a holiday season without a big Nintendo game showing up, but I think it'll be okay.
Akeem, what do you think? Is it early next year?
I'm thinking something later on this year.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I don't think that would really affect sales if they just announce it this year.
Oh no, it definitely will.
So you think
because people who
I'm thinking that it's gonna discount the current Switch though. There's gonna be a discount for it. So you know, like hey, you know, let's. Well, I mean, 25% off at Best Buy or wherever it may be.
I mean, the Switches are already the cheapest console that you can get right now. So they don't really need that aspect of discounts. There's definitely going to be discounts during the Christmas season with bundles and such.
Yeah.
Where it'll be like $20 off, and you get Mario Kart 8 Deluxe because everybody needs Mario Kart 8, according to Nintendo. But yeah, I think it's early next year.
They gotta give us. They gotta give us something though.
They'll give us something. They'll probably give us some updates on the big games and them coming out. But I don't think we're gonna hear anything Switch 2.
Sorry, audience.
Sorry, guys. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but that's just my thoughts. I could be wrong. I hope I'm wrong. I would love a Switch 2 this holiday.
Yeah, I was hoping they'd announce it fall, but I don't know. Jada, you make some good points.
I try to.
Okay, well, moving on from Nintendo, Summer Games Fest is also happening soon. We're expecting a bunch of new trailers and announcements from that showcase. What do we know will be there? What do we hope will be there? We know one thing. They said the next iteration in one of 2K's biggest and most beloved franchises will be there. So, what could that be? It could be Borderlands, BioShock, Mafia, or Civilization, I feel like are the...
Better be BioShock.
That's what you're thinking?
It's been so long since we had BioShock Infinite. Like, let's get another one. I love that series so much. It'd be perfect. It'd be great.
I would be surprised if we were getting a new BioShock. It would be kind of funny because we have Judas coming out, which we talked about a couple weeks ago.
Exactly.
But not to discount wanting BioShock. I want BioShock as well. I think it's just funny because we got last year we got Dead Space and Resident Evil 4 remakes at the same time. Yeah. And so it's the industry just...
They're both great.
They're both great, but they keep putting themselves to compete with each other right off the bat. So I wouldn't be surprised if we got a BioShock, but I'm hoping it's Borderlands.
It's probably Borderlands,
yeah, I was going to say, I mean, wouldn't that make the most sense? If they kind of want to double dip, you have a movie coming out.
Yeah, no, it makes sense.
might want to have something to kind of ties into the movies as well. And people obviously are going to go back, new fans are going to go back and let me check out this Technicolored movie that Kevin Hart is in. Let me go check out the games, see if I can spot him. And he's not, spoiler alert, he's not in any of the games, guys. There's no Kevin Hart in the games. His character is that he's...
Unless he's in the new game that they're going to announce.
There you go. Yep.
There you go, yeah. But so yeah, the likelihood is it might be Borderlands.
I mean, yeah, and the development period does line up. If you look, there's about 3 years between, and Tiny Tina's Wonderlands also came out about 3 years ago, so it would match up. But I mean, I don't know. I guess don't dream about Borderlands, about BioShock.
It could also be a new Tiny Tina's. It could be a follow-up to that because I think that one did well, and I think they said they were looking into doing a sequel.
It was really fun to play with a bunch of friends. Yeah. It was great. Yeah.
We also know Bandai Namco is a partner for Summer Game Fest. They've got Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree coming out later this month. I think they want to actually use this as their last big marketing push.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's the one game. So I actually have that on PS5 because I think we ran out of codes on other platforms when we first got it. So that's what's going to keep me on the PS5.
Oh, that's what it is. Okay.
Yeah, very excited for that. I'm going to lose my life to it again.
Jade, are you going to jump into Shadow of the Erdtree?
I probably will because it's a little bit slower right now during the summer season. I'm a big Souls fan, so I say this begrudgingly because I'm man, I've put so many hours into Elden Ring, and I was I'm going to go back and do more. I'm going to put myself through it again, through all these new bosses, these new crazy things that are going to skewer me and throw me off of a cliff and swallow me whole. Yeah, I'm going to play Shadow of the Erdtree. It's happening.
Can't wait.
Too complicated for me. No, I'm not. That world, if we're talking about Bandai Namco, I'm getting into Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. That's me. That's more my pace.
Okay.
Yeah. I'd rather play
I could also show
fighting game, with one of my most favorite and a beloved anime franchises. So.
Who's your main?
I would have to say Gotenks.
Gotenks? All right, I'll take your Gotenks on with my Krillin.
Oh, you're going down.
We'll see.
I'm gonna spit some ghosts out of my mouth, and you going down.
I'm just gonna throw destructor discs. That's all I need.
Oh, that's it.
That's it. That's all I need.
We'll see.
Well, before you guys get in a real fight, simmer down. That's about all the time we have for this pre-show. We will be looking at more big trailers from Summer Games Fest, as well as our own lineups, and more in just a bit. For now, it's time to kick off our IGN Live in-person event. If you're watching from home today, you can expect to get new looks at Squirrel with a Gun, Tales of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Despicable Me 4, Lord of the Rings of Power, The Legend of Vox Machina, Alien Rogue Incursion, G.I. Joe Wrath of Cobra, and so much more. Enjoy it all, and we'll see you either on the show floor or right here on this stream.
IGN Live is presented by Lenovo Legion.
Have you ever been stuck on the same quest for just way too long? IGN strategy guides and interactive maps are here to help. IGN guides are trusted by millions, easy to use, and of course, free. You can even track your progress with handy checklists if you go for 100%, just like we do. IGN has the very best, most complete and accurate guides for The Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom, Baldur's Gate 3, Cyberpunk 2077, Hogwarts Legacy, and so much more. Every guide is tested and verified for you by experts. Just search for IGN.
IGN Playlist is the best way to track your game collection. Now you can even import your entire Steam library to Playlist, making it easier than ever to review games, show off your collection to the world, and finally chip away at that massive backlog you keep meaning to get to. IGN Playlist, check it out.
The average Cinefix movie list features nearly 100 different films and approximately 25 minutes worth of wall-to-wall deep dive analysis. To simulate that pace for this 30-second ad, we're featuring 26 different films, and before you say it, no, that math does not check out. We're not math people, we're movie people. We can't even count down from 10 without ending up at, 96. Subscribe to IGN Movies and TV for more Cinefix movie lists. Bad at math, great at movies.
IGN Summer of Gaming is back.
Welcome back. I'm Max Scoville, and today's a big one. This is incredible. I mean, this is, wow. Thank you, Destin.
That was great.
This June, IGN is the place for the biggest gaming event.
We are live.
Welcome back to IGN Live from across the industry.
Let's do it.
Hello and welcome to IGN Live. Now, for the next 3 days, we'll be holding a massive in-person event celebrating all the best in gaming and entertainment. But if you couldn't make it in person, don't worry, we got you covered. That's because it's time for the IGN Live Friday Showcase featuring exclusive, never-before-seen trailers of the hottest upcoming video games, plus brand new looks at some of the year's biggest movies and TV shows. Now let's go completely nuts and start things off with a bang. Here's the hugely anticipated upcoming game about a squirrel with a gun called Squirrel with a Gun.
On the cards.
I'm gonna hide this tape when I'm finished. If none of us make it, at least there'll be some kind of a record. The storm's been hitting us pretty hard now for 48 hours. We still have nothing to go on. One other thing. I think it rips through your clothes when it takes you over. Windows found some shredded long johns, but the name tag was missing. They could be anybody's. We're all very tired. There's nothing else I can do. Just wait.
Attention adventure seekers, are you ready for the ultimate driving experience? Matchbox Driving Adventures offers heart-pounding missions, from delivering goods to tackling daring rescue operations. Explore 6 dynamic landscapes, including bustling cities, serene beaches, and treacherous mountains, each with its own unique challenges. With over 10 customizable vehicles to choose from, tailor your driving experience to match your preferences and skills. Drive your adventure.
This was supposed to be an accident.
Fucker's hanging from the last cherry tree.
What do you mean the last? Like, last?
I have an idea.
This is a federal case, James.
We're supposed to pull Green's Icarite, not someone's.
Stop doing this.
Moving on to reconstruction. The gel's flammable. Someone could have ignited it deliberately. I need to find the source. Then why is the tree burnt?
This is crazy. If something goes wrong, you're hung out to dry.
At least we have a theory of the crime.
Stop it. James, you've got to stop this.
Oh, you're finally paying attention. The thing's been oxidized. Understand? Somebody wanted to make damn sure Green wasn't coming back.
Oh, I am in deep, deep shit. Look, he's hanging from a fucking tree.
So I took this job. I'd take any job at that point. Omega code 112358. Suspected murder.
Now, the best part of the Friday IGN Expo right here on IGN Live is it gives a bunch of totally unique games with very little in common the chance to hang out together, like that one table in the corner of your lunchroom in high school. Now, that was my favorite place to sit, although I never actually ate lunch, so that's a lie. Anyways, now it's time to get a preview of some fantastic TV and movie entertainment heading your way very soon. Let's roll it.
Hi, IGN Live. I'm Glenn Powell.
And I'm Richard Linklater. Glenn, have you ever met a hitman?
Yes, plenty. That's
they're
how I
out
came
there.
into this role. Yeah.
They're everywhere.
They're everywhere. After you've watched this movie, you realize hitmen are amongst us. I have not met a hitman because hitmen don't exist. And you'll find that out when you watch our movie, Hitman.
But they make great screen characters.
They do make great screen characters.
Like you in this movie, for instance.
Obviously, Ron is he's the hitman. You know, he's the top dog. He's the alpha. You know, you want to be Ron.
But I think closer to your real personality is Dean, our orange-haired, freckle-faced.
Dean was actually not a character I was.
And you'll see that reflected in the show today, because over the next 2 hours, we'll have big franchises on stage like Star Wars, Batman, and Harry Potter, but also smaller titles, including a few games made by single individuals and first-time creators that we invited to be part of this show because we think this platform is important as a way to show you new things that you might not even know about. So when you see a game that piques your interest, please wish list it, or even better, send it to a friend and get them excited. That's how we together can grow the gaming community. And we are going to do that today over the next 2 hours, as we have a lot of games to show you, plus Day of the Devs directly after with even more indie titles. So should we get to the games? All right, it all begins right now. Here's our first announcement.
Next.
Hey, look, this is a hot dog guy auditioning for the lead and unannounced action game.
We see you as more of a sidekick.
Oh, sure, I get that a lot, but check out my range. Okay. Rage! Empathy. Oh, hilarity! This guy! Straight! Hey, what game is this anyway?
Hey, neat costume. I gotta get me one of those. Ooh, sandwich. Sorry, gotta go.
Who is that?
That hot dog guy is Aloy, an amazing video game lead.
Thunderjaw went mad and is tearing through the valley.
Don't worry, I'll bring it down. This is gonna be fun. Yeah, right in the eye. And hot fire attack.
A lonely hero, hunting machines all by herself.
Hello, I have friends, you know.
Let's do this!
Right. A friendly hero, hunting with her pals.
Ow, hey, whose side are you on?
Exploring,
Wow, what is this place?
collecting all the shiny things.
Woo, buddy!
and making a home.
Aloy, the Thunderjaw's back.
Oh, right, the Thunderjaw. Woo, that's a big one. Here we go. Down you go. Woo, better get a snack.
Oh, you want mustard on that?
Ah, is that the bud? I'm good. Leave it. PlayStation.
There you go. Wasn't that fun? That was LEGO Horizon Adventures, coming out later this year for PlayStation, but also day one on PC and Nintendo Switch. It's a playful, lighthearted story inspired by the world of Horizon, designed with two-player action in mind, supporting couch and online co-op. All right, now we're going to completely shift the tone to the next game from Torn Banner Studios, the developers behind Chivalry 2. For their next project, they are proud to announce No More Room in Hell 2, the sequel to the 2011 award-winning Source mod. 8 players start separate in the dark, and it's up to you to find your friends and survive with permadeath. Here is the first look. Coming this Halloween. Looks really, really intense. All right, to introduce our next game, please join me in welcoming someone who I've known for over a decade. She's been a huge fan of some of our reveals, like Street Fighter VI a few years ago, and of course, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth last year when she was sitting in the audience. Well, this year, she's joining us on stage. We're thrilled to have her with us. Please welcome Curious Joy.
Thank you, Jeff. Hi, everyone. I am so excited to be here at Summer Game Fest. I'm here with you today to share some even more super fun trailers. So let's get straight to another world premiere. This is a highly anticipated game from a beloved franchise. Let's take a look.
As young witches and wizards, we all dream of soaring through the sky like our favorite heroes. When it comes to Quidditch, we've all wondered, do I have what it takes to be the next Quidditch star? To beat your toughest opponent? To keep your composure in the face of adversity? To chase your dreams at any price? To seek glory for your team? No challenge is too great. No dream is too big. So ask yourself, do you have what it takes? Do you have the heart of a Quidditch champion?
That's Harry Potter Quidditch Champions launching worldwide on September 3rd for consoles and PC. Now we move from the Potterverse to a brand new world. It hails from a single developer, Gavin Eisenbeis, up in Seattle, who has been making games all by himself for a decade. His last title, Choo Choo Charles, was a fan favorite, and he showed me this next game a few months ago, and I really wanted to debut it here. Get ready to backstab, race, or cooperate with up to 20 of your friends in Cuff Bust. That's a fun one, right? And remember, that's all made by one person. Congratulations, Gavin. So glad to have that on stage. All right, next, one of this year's most anticipated games is Star Wars Outlaws, coming out on August 30th from Ubisoft and Lucasfilm Games, the first open-world Star Wars game where you live the life of a scoundrel. On Monday at 12 p.m. Pacific, you'll get to see a full gameplay showcase during Ubisoft's Forward event, streaming as part of the continuing Summer Game Fest events. But right now, we've got an exclusive new glimpse at the game, just a small taste of what's to come.
A friend needs a little something stolen.
Let's raise the stakes, shall we?
Hold tight!
We should get moving.
I think I spotted Lando there. So great. And by the way, I'm just noticing everything we're showing you so far, I think is going to be, coming out, this year, Cuff Bust. I'm not quite sure, but it's so cool that there's stuff that we're going to get to play in the next few months here. All right, well, moving back to smaller teams, a few weeks ago, I had a chance to play through this next game, and I have to say, it is really spectacular. Neva comes from Nomada Studio, the creators of the Game Award-winning game Grease. It chronicles the story of Alba, a woman bound to a curious wolf cub. Here's your first ever look at the gameplay. Trust me, that game is such a true work of art, especially when we get into some of the combat. It is tons of fun to play. And there's much more coming later today in the Devolver Direct, which will air directly after the Day of the Devs on this same stream. So we've got lots more for you. All right, next, it's time for our next game announcement.
Study the past if you would define the future.
All are architects of fate, working in these walls of time.
Let us all for death prepare, or on the last great journey fare.
Let me not then die ingloriously and without a struggle. But let me first do some great thing that shall be told among men hereafter.
Each of us shall endure this world's life until the end.
Your names shall not be lost.
So it shall be.
So it shall be.
Hello everyone at Summer Game Fest. On behalf of the Firaxis team, we are thrilled to finally announce that Civilization 7 is coming day and date to PC and consoles next year. I'm in awe of the amazing team that has brought us to this moment, but we also have to thank you, our incredible fans around the world, for your overwhelming support of this franchise for over 30 years. We can't wait to share more, and we hope you'll join us later this summer for the full reveal of Civilization 7. In the meantime, stay civilized.
Perhaps humans were fated to build the monoliths, reaching heaven and returning with a gift. Stardust. But mankind was given more than it wished for. Not progress, but chaos. Every new height brings a terrible fall. And yet hope still glimmers. Even in the depths of the unknown, like mayflies, we die to live again. The smallest creatures show the greatest resilience. Wherever we remain standing, we stand together.
What does greatness mean to you? Born great, I was made for this. Born great, I'll make a pay for this. You don't have to wait. Say hello to fate. I was born great. Born great, I was made for this. You in?
Have any of you faced Tyranids before? Only these past 2 days. Then there is much to learn. The numbers are endless. I will take you all with me. Brothers, we fight! For Oshima!
All right, welcome back to Summer Game Fest. We've got some amazing developer guests joining us throughout the show, and I'm very excited to introduce our first guests. They are legendary creators who are working on a brand new fantasy RPG, Metaphor, slated to launch this October. Please welcome the director and art designer of Persona 3, 4, and 5, Katsura Hoshino and Shikanori Shojima.
ありがとうございます。アトラスの橋野です。今日は副島さんと一緒にこのステージに立ててとても光栄に思ってます。
Thank you, everybody. It is a pleasure to be here. My name is Hashino, and I am the director of Metaphor. It is a pleasure to be here with Mr. Soejima.
このゲームはね、アーキタイプという他のゲームでいうところのジョブですね。その姿に主人公たちが変身して明日の未来のために戦うというとても熱い RPG です。
This game is an RPG in which the party members transform into their jobs, which we call archetypes. These archetypes allow you to fight against your enemies.
アーキタイプは誰もが持つ不安と向き合うことによって覚醒する力です。すべてのアートワークは力強さとオリジナリティを意識して描いています。その総数は40種類以上にも及び、経験を積ませると一部のアーキタイプは進化することもできます。
Archetypes are the embodiment of power born from the will to face your fears and anxieties. We gave it our all to instill each and every archetype with a feeling of strength and uniqueness in each of their designs. In total, there will be more than 40 types of archetypes available in the game. These archetypes can gain experience and even evolve. Some of them can evolve into stronger versions.
メタファーはアトラスの RPG、我々が作ってきた RPG のノウハウをすべて結集させて作っています。とても大きなボリュームのゲームです。今日はこのアーキタイプをテーマにした最新のトレーラーをお持ちしました。ぜひご覧になってください。ありがとうございました。
So we are pouring all of our acquired expertise into this game to make it as exciting as possible. In fact, we've even brought our latest trailer today, which is centered around the topic of these archetypes. Thank you very much, and we hope you enjoy it.
It is said that we all have inherited heroic virtues deep within us. The reality is, we oppress, we fight. A great evil flows through this land. You have found a way to wield true magic. Many more protectors and followers will gather to your side. Remind people that the same powers lie dormant within them.
On guard!
You must acquire more archetypes and bring them together.
no holding back!
Now you've acquired a most interesting power. An archetype whose existence was only theoretical. You wield power now.
Such an honor to have Hoshino and Shojima with us on stage. Thank you guys, and for that deep look at the archetypes, such stunning visual designs. Now we're going to jump into the Arkhamverse. Batman Arkham Shadow is a MetaQuest 3 exclusive VR game coming later this year. As Batman, you face a new threat, the mysterious Rat King and his cultish devotees. Here's your first look at the story trailer for Batman Arkham Shadow.
There's a new darkness overtaking Gotham, driving the city mad. The only light left is from the fire in the streets, casting shadows of rats on everything that was once good. Fear is their weapon. But they're not the only ones who can use it. The Rat King will stop at nothing to destroy my city. How far will I go to destroy him?
I am looking forward to heading back to the Arkhamverse. Now, it is time to update fans on a legendary fighting game franchise. And that includes me. Because I have been a fan of this series ever since one of its first iteration and have been playing each one ever since. So, let's check it out.
I guess we'll see. This will be when the true battle begins. Your head!
This is a sign of true power!
You'll do it to a million pieces, just like I did that earlier.
You talking about grilling? Don't you dare! I'm not going to hell alone. You were only on a ride. Are you ready? Do it!
Well, the way you slice it, there's only one way to save Earth. Bye, my friends. No matter what it takes, I need to rescue Gohan. Goku, wait!
What?
Never forgive you for this!
Now you will suffer my wrath. You are a prison boy. I will show you the true form of autonomous open.
It's my turn now.
Change everything. Let's do this. This is stubborn. I will defeat you. Don't think you can win.
There's no way to beat me now.
There you go, Internet. We got your release date for Sparking Zero, October 11th. Now we step into the world of Delta Force Hawk Ops, a free-to-play tactical shooter available to play on all platforms. Here's a look at their multiplayer FPS extraction mode.
Team, rally up. We've got a new mission. Operation Lightning Strike. The situation at Zero Dam is now very serious, with conflicts escalating between Havoc Corps and Alsara Guard. It's time to take action. Objective: collect and decode the Motherboard located at the tourist center at the southeast region. We need to utilize terrain for stealth insertion. Execute swiftly and silently.
We're in position.
Looks like someone beat us to it. We need to pick up the pace.
Luna, clean the balcony. On your mark. Balcony clear.
Go, go, go! Clear the area. Shield down. I'm going in.
Shit! They've got a flamethrower! Engaging! Second floor!
I got shot!
They're coming up!
All clear. Prepare for decoding. That's all for mission briefing. The drill is over. Operation commences. Good luck.
But that is not all. The game's premium campaign mode, Black Hawk Down, is a reimagining of the original game that is also fully licensed to recreate moments from the award-winning Ridley Scott movie. Here is your world premiere first look at that gameplay.
Why are they burning tires? RPG! Hold on!
All units prepared for landing. 2 feet, 1 foot. Clear. Secure and capture a team in your cabinet. Over.
Get down! Get down! Enemy attack! Air strike! Enemy vehicles coming! Vehicle under attack!
And now, I have an update for you on Fatal Fury: City of the Wolves. For real this time.
Water balloon! Lots can make that for ya.
You're next.
We're back here at Summer Game Fest, and that was a look at Mecha Break with its immersive aerial and ground combat with lightning-fast maneuvers. Next, Jason Blum and his Blumhouse banner have become synonymous with incredible horror films over the years, like Get Out, Megan, and last year's Five Nights at Freddy's. Well, now Blumhouse is entering the video game world in a big way.
Dark times await us. Vengeance will take shape.
I cannot sleep. I cannot sleep. I must not sleep. I am terrified to sleep, and I am scared to death to stay awake.
Don't worry, Viv. If any ghosts actually show up, I'll protect you.
Amy?
I'll save you, no matter what. Just go home, Viv.
Amy!
The local police department asked me to help with a case. Why would they need a game designer? Should have some developer mode.
Dark times await us.
Please welcome Jason Blum, CEO and founder of Blumhouse, and Luis Blaine, creative lead at Blumhouse Games. Hey guys, so we got ourselves a full slate there. That's incredible. So Jason, tell us a bit about why did you want to get into games like this? What are we doing?
Well, we've been very, very busy. I'm very happy to be here. Thank you for having us. Thank you guys all. Great to hear the fans out there. You'll all be very happy to know we're working at this very minute on the sequel of Five Nights at Freddy's. It's coming. Don't worry. Anyway, horror is, to my great relief, getting more and more popular. Our movies are working. It's working on streaming. It's working in live events. And we wanted to try and take our approach to movies and apply it to games. And that's what you see here. We're going to do independent games. We're going to look for creators and give them a platform and encourage these creators to be weird and subversive and find the most effed up, scariest things they can and put them into really cool games.
Well, they look great. It's a really diverse, cool slate. Luis, tell us a bit about, we saw a bunch of games there. What can you tell us about kind of the overall lineup of games?
Well, as you just saw from our slate, our horror games are a lot like Blumhouse movies. They come in many different flavors of fear, which means there's a horror game for everyone. So maybe you're a fan of nostalgic 90s experiences with a bit of a twist, intense first-person shooters, or maybe, Jeff, you just want some bonus murder in your otherwise very cozy farming sim. I think, we as horror fans, we know that there are so many different subgenres to explore, and our independent development partners, they feel the same, and they're just as excited, which means we've got psychological nightmares, we have supernatural scares, we have cosmic horror. And our team has worked really hard to work with global, creative, talented partners. And that means for us that we really want to, as we're working in indie projects, which means that we can take risks, we can be flexible, and really we can push the limits of what's possible in scary storytelling, and we're so excited.
Yeah, no, it looks awesome, all the stuff you have there, and I know, we'll get into when games are coming out, but some of these are coming soon, Jason, right? We got a good slate.
Well, yeah, we're on PC and console, yeah, we wanted to start with not just one, but we wanted to start with a few games. So you want to tell us about those?
Yeah. So Fear the Spotlight is our first release coming later this year, and it really hits our mission statement. It's an amazing 90s horror experience. It's got great characters, a compelling narrative. It's also super creepy, and I think people will be big fans of it, even if you're not normally into horror. And quickly, actually, Fear the Spotlight is getting its first trailer as part of the Day of the Dev showcase. So stay tuned after the show.
Directly after. Awesome. Well, I know this is just the start, so we'll probably be seeing you in future years with more from Blumhouse Games. But guys, what do you think of the slate? Pretty amazing, right? What these guys are pulling on. Jason, Luis, thanks so much for being here on Summer Games.
Thank you, guys.
All right. And now here's the world premiere of a brand new Power Rangers game with a retro feel. What a beautiful game, Dear and Boy, which comes from first-time developer Jason Houdet in Paris, who started that project alone in 2020 during the pandemic and now has a team of 8 helping him realize his vision with financial aid from the French government. And games like that are why we do this show, giving first-time developers a chance to show you what they're working on. All right, next, after a long wait, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is arriving later this year. This is a first-person open-world action RPG from Warhorse Studios. Here is a brand new look.
The best laid plans of men don't always come to fruition. Man proposes, but God disposes. And then boots you right in the balls. These 2 young fellas, I need to find them. One's a smart-ass smith, and the other's a blue-blooded fledgling.
You behave like a spoilt brat. How dare you speak?
Gentlemen, praise be to our Lord Jesus Christ.
Our Father, there are many sinners in this world. But in the end, we all face your judgment for what we should have done, but lacked the courage to do.
The last time I ran away, I lost everything. I'm never gonna run from that fucker again.
Kiss our asses!
God, is this retribution for my sins?
To the task!
Come on!
To the task!
To the fucking task.
Next, we step into the dark mind of Silent Hill creator Keiichiro Toyama-san. Back in 2021, we announced his new game, Slitterhead, at the Game Awards, and now we're giving you a look at the gameplay from his independent, Tokyo-based studio.
That's what I call a dramatic entrance. There's a reason why I'm called Killer Bean. It's because I'm good at what I do. Really. Really. Good. I used to be an assassin for the Shadow Agency. An international organization powerful enough to shape the world. Until they lied to me and tried to kill me. Now, I'm gonna destroy them.
You're the gosh darn idiot who wants to take down the Shadow Agency! Well, it is sure nice to meet you. Before you die...
They made me who I am, and I will make them pay for it.
Glad you liked that one. That was Killer Bean, a third-person roguelike shooter made by another single developer, believe it or not, right here in Los Angeles, Jeff Liu, who previously worked as an animator on movies like The Matrix Reloaded. So fun. It's amazing what can happen in this industry. All right, to introduce their brand new game, please welcome from the Game Bakers, a small independent studio in Montpellier, France, Audrey Laprince and Emmerich Toa.
Hello, Jeff, everyone. I'm very happy to be here. When we created our studio, Emmerich and I, we promised each other to always come up with something new. So after Fury and Haven, we're here to introduce our new game, Cairn, a survival climber. When I was a teenager, my dad prepared an expedition to Mount K2, but half of his team didn't come back. And I've always wondered, why do alpinists risk their lives in such extreme conditions? This is something we wanted to explore in Cairn.
Cairn is a game about what it takes to go beyond your limits. You climb a mountain to reach a summit never reached before. And the climbing gameplay is the challenge. It's very intense and realistic. It's a face-off between you and the mountain. And what you're going to see in the trailer is not from cutscenes. It's the actual climbing gameplay. You can see more later today during Day of the Devs, but now let's have a look.
I'm not meant to be here.
I'm a fighter. I'm meant to be in the arena, in combat. But instead, I'm out here in the middle of the woods, running a tea shop. So, what does running a tea shop involve? Well, there's a lot of gardening, and I've had to get used to the pretty unique tea machine they've got here. None of these tasks are all that hard, they just take patience. And I'm not really the patient type, but I'm surviving. Of course, I have to actually serve the tea to our customers. And once that's done, I'll usually check in with Boro, the guy who owns the shop, to see if my help is needed anywhere. And when all the chores are done, sometimes I'll just sit on a bench and do absolutely nothing. It's not fighting, but it's peaceful. And what's weird is that I actually feel good. I'm happy. I can stop running now. I can stop. I can stop. I can stop running. This is good for me. I need to enjoy this. I feel good. I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm happy.
That was Wonder Stop, the announcement of the next game from Davey Redden, the creator of the Stanley Parable. I sense there's a twist coming, as you would expect from him in Ivy Road. Cannot wait to play that. All right, now here's a look at the story trailer for Unknown 9 Awakening, a narrative action-adventure game that tells the story of Haruna, a young woman born with the ability to venture into the fold, a dimension that overlaps our own.
Turn your thoughts inward and focus on your shade. Do you feel it?
I do.
Your progress is impressive lately, Haruna.
These are incredible.
They called themselves the Sahin. 9 among them were chosen and shielded from death.
The Unknown 9. Does this have anything to do with why Vincent is here?
Humanity has lived for eons at the mercy of the 9. It's time we took control of our own destiny.
Why are you so interested in Vincent, anyhow?
He killed someone I loved.
Remember stepping. Find your target and bridge the gap.
You don't belong here.
You're wrong. This is exactly where I'm meant to be. The Fold is a strange place.
Vincent found something down there.
Sachin.
Hey! How about we see the world together?
I finally have something. Something that I want to protect.
I'll steal your heart. Adventure starts.
Delusion taken form walks into my great hall. Feel honored to fight a legend. On guard! To your greatest.
Final chapter.
There is but one certainty in the cosmos. Change.
All right, we're back here live for more Summer Game Fest. The First Descendant, powered by Unreal Engine 5, is a next-gen looter shooter with dynamic cooperative gameplay, including a grappling hook mechanic. It is finally set for release, and we're very happy here to debut the new trailer and the reveal of the release date.
That looks awesome. The First Descendant will be available across PlayStation, Xbox, and Steam. Wishlisted now and prepare for the release on July 2nd. And now, please welcome two developers whose hit indie game, Among Us, took the world by storm and a couple of game awards. From Inner Sloth, here are Victoria Tran and Forrest Willard.
What's up, gamers?
Can you believe they just let us be on this stage? Like, no chaperones. Like,
I know. Can we announce something totally fake? Do you think they'll let us do that?
Among Us 2? Among Us 3? 4? Oh, all right. Well, turns out we actually have something very real we wanted to present to you all today. There's been so many great indie games in recent years, but it's also been no secret that it's kind of a rough time in the industry. Some devs don't really get the chance they deserve, so we thought we could help out a little bit. That's why we're excited to announce our side project, Outer Sloth, an indie game fund we made that offers the kind of deals we would have wanted back in our less popular Among E days.
This is our way of saying thank you to our crewmates, players, peers, by helping some games and devs have the funding and freedom needed to ship their games. And then we all get to play them, which was the real plan. I really want games. Outer Sloth is our passion project and dream for a better, more sustainable industry. We are really excited and incredibly nervous to reveal it here and show you the current lineup of games we've managed to fund because of you. And don't worry, Jeff, it has your favorite, a ton of world premieres. Enjoy!
Hi, I'm Ian from ShapeShot, and you may already be playing our first game, Mars First Logistics.
We are Trinket Studios, creators of Battle Chef Brigade, and this is our card battler RPG, Battle Suit Aces.
We are Studio NE%, and we're making the Marsfield Archives, a game about building and exploring connections.
Hi, we're Midnight Munches. We just released a demo for one-button bosses, our boss rush game, with a single button to press and a ton of bosses to beat.
Hey, I'm Husband, game director at Huscrofts, and this is Rogue Eclipse, our epic spaceflight action roguelike, where you'll have to customize and master your starfighter, take on merciless armadas, and vanquish a fleet of colossal super destroyers.
And we do have one more game that's very early in development.
Hi, I'm Eka, creative director of Outer Loop Games, makers of Thirsty Suitors and Falcon Age. In our new game, explore the world in an upgradable mech and cook up tasty dishes for local communities. Fight off corpos, discover new dosa recipes, and reunite with your strange loved ones for one last meal. Project Dosa is a game about life, death, love, and food for the soul.
Thanks, Victoria and Forrest. Those all look fantastic, and I cannot wait to play them. But all of those amazing indie games aren't the only thing coming out of Inner Sloth. Did you know that there's going to be an Among Us TV show? Sounds like you did. Yes, there's going to be an Among Us TV show. Check out this sneak peek. Up next, we have Sonic X Shadow Generations. A definitive greatest hit collection of 3D and 2D levels from Sonic and Shadow's history. Now it's time for a glimpse of Shadow's brand new powers and gameplay from a standalone campaign, as well as the official release date announcement.
I'll overcome every obstacle with this power.
The Year of Shadow, right? A movie coming in December, too. Exciting stuff. All right. In the upcoming online survival game, Dune Awakening from Funcom, there is one small decision that unleashed a chain of events which set the stage for the story the player will experience. Let's find out for the first time what that is.
The only peace I find is a future that never happened. One where I, Paul Atreides, was never born. I created the future until it created me. But I see a narrow way, a path that might have been. What if my mother had obeyed her orders and given birth to a girl? Everything would change. Dr. Yue exposed before his betrayal. A world where my father lives. House Atreides surviving the Battle of Arrakeen. Sardaukar deployed to protect the spice melange. A war of assassins spreading across the planet. Fremen exterminated. No Muad'Dib. No Lisan al-Gaib. No Kwisatz Haderach. All of my visions lead to horror. Except for this one. This one leads to you.
More Dune Awakening coming at Gamescom O&L in August. Now it is time to see the announcement of another new game from a brand new development studio. To tell us more about Battle Aces and show you the gameplay, here's David Kim from Uncapped Games.
Thanks, Jeff. So Battle Aces is the RTS game for everyone. It's for players that are brand new to RTS as well as RTS veterans. We really want to bring the core fun of RTS to everybody, kind of like how games such as World of Warcraft did for MMOs or Hearthstone did for card games. So Battle Aces is an action-packed army versus army game that has a high emphasis on the strategy. We want to bring this type of very specific RTS fun to players in two major ways. First, we want to amplify both the in and out of game strategizing through unit decks. And what makes unit decks very cool is not only will players be able to define the exact way that they wish to play, but also players will be able to experience an endless possibility of strategies. Second, we want to eliminate the tedious clicks required to play an RTS as much as possible so that players playing this game are experiencing only the fun parts of playing an RTS game. So, if you want to learn more about Battle Aces, or if you want to sign up for our beta test that's coming up very soon, then please make sure to visit our website at playbattleaces.com. Thank you.
Thank you, David. That was fantastic. All right. Our next premiere unveils the exciting new destination for a game that shadow dropped at the Game Awards last year, the finals, with its unparalleled destruction wrapped in the world's most deadly game show. Now, after dozens of updates in 2 seasons, we're unveiling where contestants will be going in the all-new season starting next week on June 13th. Sharpen your katanas and welcome to Season 3 of the finals.
If they hit that reset button, it can take us anywhere.
The finals in Kyoto. All right. Please welcome multiple Game Awards winner and a dazzling Game Awards performer, if I do say so myself, Sam Lake from Remedy.
I think that's enough. Thank you. Hi. You see, this is now the only way they let me come on stage to tell you something exciting news about Alan Wake 2. Many of you have been posting your Remedy game collection pictures on your shelves with Alan Wake 2 so far digital only, sadly missing. Well, we are excited to announce physical deluxe editions and physical collector's editions for Alan Wake 2 coming this fall. You can lock in your copy starting tomorrow. Next, we promised you some expansion content for Alan Wake 2, right? I'm thrilled to introduce you all to Night Springs. It contains 3 episodes with 3 familiar, fan-favorite, playable characters in mysterious, terrifying, and quirky what-if scenarios. It was a chance for us to really go out there, as if we already didn't. Night Springs will be playable in less than 24 hours. Tomorrow. Thank you. Now, with this world premiere, I invite you to step into Night Springs.
Night Springs, a special place, a shifting space, existing in a countless number of parallel realities. Different every time we set upon the road that leads us there, and yet always familiar to us in Night Springs.
I'm in danger. Please, my #1 fan, you're the only one who can save me.
And I will come back for you, my love.
And cut. Sean, I'm really happy.
This is gonna get strange.
I was the only one who could save the writer and the very soul of literature.
Something is different.
Try the coffee.
I have a shotgun.
Well, I gotta... Wait, that's a real shotgun?
Who can ever truly know how deep the rabbit hole goes in Night Springs?
Through the endless tides of time, they've come to these mythical shores, seeking mastery over death itself. A cruel and beautiful paradise, where primal forces clash over the island's deepest secrets, where ancient mysteries awaken, where heroes are forged and demons are born. This is Eternum.
That's right, New World Eternum will launch on PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC on October 15th. And now you can play the game start to finish as a solo player or play co-op and use crossplay as well. If you're watching SGF on TikTok Live right now, you can comment HSR in the chat to claim a special in-game bundle for Honkai Star Rail of Stellar Jade from TikTok Game Rewards. And speaking of Honkai Star Rail, Hoyoverse's latest space fantasy RPG just concluded its version 2.3 special program a few hours ago. But there's more. A sneak peek at the upcoming expedition featuring a beloved character who is clearly ready for the forthcoming journey with her brand new look.
Why do people choose to sleep? It's because they're afraid to wake up from the dream. You see, everything is possible in this land of dreams. The nightmarish past will disperse and fade away like bubbles in water, and the future that you don't want to face will never come. Why do people choose to slumber? Because in the end, we will wake from our dreams.
War dance? I can't miss out, I'm joining too!
There you have it, the unforgiving fantasy FPS dungeon PvPvE adventure, Dark and Darker, is now live on both Steam and Epic Games Store today. So play it this weekend. All right. Lots of fans are joining us here in person at the YouTube Theater, and we thank you for that. And ahead of the show, 4 lucky fans were upgraded to our VIP section thanks to the Discover Orange Ticket upgrade. With Discover, you don't have to be a VIP to be treated like one. All right, now here's the announcement of the release date for Capcom's upcoming Kunitsugami Path of the Goddess.
Well, you's a cutie little corgi, don't you know? Well, you's a naughty little corgi, don't you know? Well, you's a happy little corgi, don't you know? Well, you's a gutsy, fasty puppy, and you know that it ain't easy, don't you know? Well, you's a cutie little corgi, don't you know? Well, you's a fluffy little kitty, don't you know? Well, you's a crazy body animal, don't you know? Well, all the crazy body animals, and you know the party's this way, so let's go.
We know you may have heard the stories about the fine people here at MCorp, so we wanted to take this time to dispel any of these completely unfounded rumors and allegations and reassure you that things here at MCorp and the city of San Amsterdam have never been better. Things are going great here. We have absolutely nothing to hide from the citizens. Everybody here at MCorp loves this town. We think this town rules. Why would we hurt a town that rules? I can't stop thinking about how you're saying we're selling the city for scraps. That makes me sick. That makes my whole family sick to their stomachs. My wife hasn't been on the toilet for weeks because of what you're saying about what MCorp's doing to this town, all those lies. Everyone at MCorp is really good.
Stop crying, all right? This is business. Look around, pal. This is how businesses are run. Now, you should have known that when you were hired on, okay? Jack, tissues. Come on, pal. Ah! Come on, faster. Let's get those moving.
That's not about this. That's a father and son. That's actually a home issue. We love it here at MCorp, and we are not going anywhere. We'll be here a long time. Fine. Nobody panic. Nobody panic. Just...
All right, welcome back to Summer Game Fest, and now let's head to Sam Vansterdam for a new look at Skate from EA.
Hey, Jeff, how you doing, bud? Oh, crap. Some really bad stuff's happening out there. They're gonna need a lot of help cleaning that up. That's bad.
Very exciting that people will finally be able to play Skate on console in the near future. Our next world premiere is an indie sensation from Japan that is adorable, deadly, and has over 25 million players worldwide. That's right, I'm talking about Power World. I mean, just look at the giant depresso. Cheer up, buddy. It's Summer Game Fest. Now, here is the first major update announcement. A whole new island is coming.
That was high on the Steam charts. Congrats to Power World on the new update. Next up, we've got a big announcement from Valorant. Here's Andy Ho and Anar Gilfison from the Valorant dev team. Guys.
Thanks, Jeff. Hey, everyone. Since 2020, we have been fortunate to serve players in their pursuit of what we call the Valorant moment. The big plays and clutches you make while all eyes are on you.
Millions of players all over the world have earned their own Valorant moments on PC. And today, the stage is set to welcome a whole new group of players. Let's take a look. Target down.
All you, Mike! Dizzy's up! This way! Gauge trigger. You know we in it, so we in it, that's how we stay committed.
feeling you.
What's this?
Reeling them in.
No one can hold that breath forever.
That was Valorant's core tactical gameplay. Everything you just saw was captured on console and with a controller. Valorant is coming to PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S this year. Our limited beta starts June 14th, and you can sign up right now at beta.playvalorant.com.
We are so excited for your input to make sure that Valorant plays great on console. And we hope to see you soon in the limited beta. But before we go, here's the head of Valorant Studio, Anna Donlin.
Thanks, guys. Hey, everyone. One of my favorite things about Valorant has been seeing the community build the game and the sport right along with us. For the last 4 years, we have been on the most amazing journey, bringing Valorant to players all around the world, most recently to China, where I'm currently at Valorant Masters, one of our largest global tournaments and community celebrations. Seeing the community evolve as new players bring their passion and expression to Valorant has been the biggest joy of the ride so far. And now we are ready and so excited to welcome a whole new group of players onto new platforms. We hope you'll join us, and we can't wait to see where you take us next.
So we just friends, I take no offense. Wanna know what's next? I can't lie, that kinda depends. And if you say it one more time for me, I know you love me best. I love you too. Why don't we play it again? 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 Why don't we play it again?
Got it! Demon 1 shuts it down!
Exciting to have Riot on console with Valorant. Thanks to the team at Riot for sharing that with us here at SGF. Our next announcement is a big deal from our friends at DoorDash. 5 weeks of deals with Summer of Dash Pass. Sign up for Dash Pass now for $0 delivery fees and get 50% off your next DoorDash order. Now, here in the audience, we've got a guy who is normally co-streaming our shows, Yang Ya, who is also an amazing voice actor, who's been in countless games such as Like a Dragon and God of War Ragnarok. Well, next week, Yang is going to be voicing a character in a movie, Inside Out 2, where he plays a fictional video game character, Lance Slashblade. And we've got your exclusive first look. Check this out.
Welcome to your eternal fate.
Lance Slashblade? But he's a video game character. Why is he here?
Yeah, I always thought Riley had a secret crush on him.
I never saw the appeal.
I long to be a hero, but darkness haunts my past.
I'm in 100%.
We were all banished here, deemed unfit, worthless.
Don't
Don't you dare say that! You do not deserve to be thrown away!
1 second, Lance. Don't you remember his power move?
I'm coming for you, Riley! Oh, yeah? Watch this! Come on! No one is totally worthless.
But I am a warrior cursed with a feeble attack.
Then you must make your curse your gift.
Shield yourself, my friends, for I shall set you all free!
The #1 gaming monitor brand in the US, Samsung, just released new 2024 monitors for gaming, work, and entertainment. Scan the QR code now to get up to $300 Samsung credit when you purchase through June 17th, plus a chance to win $5,000 Samsung credit for US residents.
Summer Game Fest 2024! Look at all of you cooped up watching video game announcements. And yes, Chicken does look a lot like Ken Jeong. And today, Chicken is excited to share a new game that Chicken and Chicken's buddies are in called Squad Busters. You fight monsters, collect lots of shiny things, and Chicken has a big role. That's all that matters. And here is our big ad. Squad up. I mean, cock-a-doodle-doo! Cock-a-doodle-doo!
What's going on? Who are you?
Look at your phone. I'm the chicken.
We're here to make your life more fun.
I'm fine. I drink right out of the carton.
I don't think you know the definition of fun.
Come on, get up. I am butt naked from the waist down, so...
Get out of the f***ing bed, dude.
Get out of the bed.
All right.
Tell me about yourself.
I think I'm an excellent candidate for the job because...
Your swordplay, tell me about your swordplay.
He is a bridge.
He's one of the most equitable people I've ever met.
So great emotionally.
Also, I pillaged a few villages. I'm not a lawyer,
okay?
I'm just a lumberjack.
I don't think you're qualified to be an accountant, so. Which is why you'll have the job.
Congratulations.
What's the parking like?
There's more where that came from.
Oh, I hope not.
Guys, maybe everything isn't a squad activity.
You can definitely.
Yeah, just relax your bowels, your mind.
We're bringing out a different story. This time I'm mistaken for handing you a hardware breaking.
I've been wrong.
I've been down. Hey, look at these clowns.
You call this a squad?
Pathetic.
Pasta. Jinx. 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 No, you Jinx. You supposed to be a lumberjack? Hey, you wouldn't happen to want to go chop some trees, would you?
I'd be delighted.
I think our job here is done.
Where are you going? You can't leave.
Aye. We ain't never leaving you. Goodbye.
Here. That came from inside me.
You want me to shut the door, or?
What?
All right, please join me in welcoming to the SGF stage Monster Hunter series producer, Mr. Ryozo Tujimoto. Ryozo-san!
はい、サンキュージェーン。今日はですね、モンスターハンターワイルズの、最新の映像を持ってまいりました。今回ですね、はですね、後半にですね、完全新規で、今回初お披露目の大型のモンスターも出てきてますので、そちらも注目していただけたらと思います。
Thank you, Jeff. Hello, everyone. We've prepared a very special trailer today for Summer Game Fest. I want everyone to be on the lookout for a very mysterious large monster near the end of the trailer, as it's an important monster within the game.
はい、本作ではですね、没入感とアクション、こちらの融合を目指して開発を進めております。モンスターハンターワイルズは2025年にプレイステーション5、Xbox シリーズ XS、 そして PC で同時発売となります。また今回はですね、プラットフォームの垣根を越えて一緒に遊ぶことができますので、そちらも楽しんでいただけたらと思っています。
As you'll see, we're working to deliver a gaming experience that merges immersion and action. I hope players look forward to playing with their friends across different platforms when the game launches simultaneously in 2025 on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC.
はい、最後になりますが、8月に行われるゲームズコンのオープニングナイトライブ、こちらの方でも新しい映像を持っていきますので、皆さん楽しみにしていただけたらと思っております。またですね、ゲームズコンではですね、初のプレイヤブルのできるような形で出展も考えておりますので、そちらもぜひ楽しみにしていただけたらと思っています。
Lastly, there will be a new trailer for Monster Hunter Wilds at Opening Night Live at Gamescom in August. And our first public hands-on playable demo of Monster Hunter Wilds will also debut at Gamescom. Thank you.
Over there!
Why are you here?
You can't do this alone!
We need to shake them off! Follow me! Yeah! Here it comes!
There's too many of them!
Watch out for that glove! I will draw its iron! Cover me!
You got it. Be careful.
Be ready! If we can make it to the rocks, we may lose them! As I feared, it picked up our scent.
I'll handle it. You find someplace safe.
Thank you.
Don't worry, the hunter is here. Just watch. You will see what hunting is all about.
Thank you, Ryosa-san. We will see you at Gamescom in August. Now, during last year's PlayStation Showcase, the game Phantom Blade Zero from S-Game wowed us all with its blazing fast combat and stylish art. Well, I'm honored to share with you the brand new trailer for the game featuring all real gameplay. Here's our final game of the show, Phantom Blade Zero.
Do I have left? 42 or 41. The Faceless is here!
Don't go up there. Turn back before it's too late.
That looks so good. Full demo that media will be playing this weekend, so you'll hear much more about that. And that's going to do it for our Summer Game Fest live show. Thanks to Joy for joining us.
Thank you, Jeff. I had such an amazing time. Happy Summer Game Fest, everyone.
Thanks, Joy. And we have so much more, so stay tuned because Day of the Devs is coming up live right now on the stream, featuring an hour of indie game reveals, including the next game from Cappy, and that's followed by Devolver Direct. Now keep checking SummerGameFest.com for other event streams this weekend, and we'll see you again live this August 20th in Germany for Gamescom Opening Night Live. Thanks for watching, everyone. Remember, Day of the Devs starts right now.